Join us as we dine at Pride Land's Feast of the Lion King tonight. See what else we get into and how the rest of our first night on the Disney Destiny goes. Pride Lands is one of 3 of your rotational dining that you will experience on the Disney Destiny. Now, this restaurant is explicitly for the Disney Destiny, and it's going to be a retelling of the story of Simba going from cub to king. Now, unlike some of the other counterpart restaurants on the other ships, this one is going to not have Simba, Nala, or any of the gang make an appearance. However, we are going to see singers, a band perform using African instruments, retelling the story. We have a dancer on stage. It's going to be lovely and a lot different than the rest of the shows that we've seen before. And the stage is a little different. It's shaped differently and elevated in a different way compared to what the other restaurants have on the other ships. Since this is one of your 3 main restaurants for your rotational dining, you are guaranteed to get on it on every sailing. We have a 5-night, and we actually switched our rotational itinerary to have this twice because the menu does change after 3rd night, and it got really great reviews. Now, the menu may seem adventurous for some people, and don't worry, if you are not the adventurous type with food, they do have pretty standard things on each of the menus at all the restaurants, such as oven-baked salmon, you have some sort of chicken breast, some sort of steak. Okay, so if you want to stick with that, don't worry, they have those, and if you need something from like a kid's menu, they should be able to support you there as well. Once you get seated, you're going to get started with a bread basket, and then you're going to look through the menu and figure out what you want. Definitely ask your server. They're going to be able to help you. Ours are great. We have William and Iktu as our server and assistant server. They're awesome, and we get them the whole trip. So your servers will cycle with you during your rotational dining. We do have Palo later on this cruise, and they will not be with us that night, but we get them every other night. So at dinner, you're going to start with a bread basket, and this one is the Mas Boliles bread, which has a mint, coriander, cumin, yogurt dip on the side. So you're going to get pretty standard rolls at each one, and then one of them will be different at night. And then from our appetizer, we got the curried apricot chicken sausages. It's essentially a grilled chicken skewer, tricolor quinoa pilaf, and red tremula. I'm going to butcher a lot of these names. So sorry. But it was so good. Highly, highly recommend that you get this. And then I also tried the Pumbaa's cocktail Ya Mantunda, which is passion fruit, William pear, pineapple, cantaloupe, coconut, guava, coriander, chili, bear's lime dressing. So it's essentially like a fruit salad. It was fine. If I went back, I probably wouldn't get this. I would just stick with the chicken sausages. Besides the chicken sausages, Michael also got the peri peri shrimp, which is a sauteed chili garlic shrimp, creamy Borencos pop, toasted corn, and peri peri sauce, which he also really enjoyed. So the chicken skewers are a must, and then the shrimp was also really good. We did snag a couple of drinks here that are exclusive to Pride Lands, and that was the Can You Feel the Rum Tonight, which is Star 7-Year Rum, Amarula, Lime, Mango, and Cinnamon. And we also got the Laughing Hyena, which is Sango Agave, Lime, Agave Nectar, Cassis, and Fever Tree Ginger Beer. Both were delicious. I got the Laughing Hyena, and Michael got the Can You Feel the Rum Tonight. We tried them, we tried each other's drinks, and then we swapped them because that fit more with us. I do like rum, and it tasted almost like a cinnamon toast crunch. And then the Laughing Hyena was also delicious. It had a little sharpness to it, but overall, both delicious drinks. Highly recommend you trying them when you go here. Now, throughout your dinner, you're going to have the band and singer and dancers pop on stage and do a little performance. They're going to do some of the songs from The Lion King. They are all super, super talented, and it's nice just to kind of get caught up in the moment, listen to the music, and it feels so nice using those authentic African instruments, and also having the dancer use some actual like West African movement within the dance was a really nice touch. Definitely take a look at that while you're enjoying dinner. Now, on to our entrees. Michael got the Cape Malay shrimp curry, which is a garam masala, turmeric, cumin coconut curry sauce, aromatic basmati rice, cucumber sambal, and a butter roti. Um, this was delicious. I loved it. Michael enjoyed it. He let me try some. Definitely a must get when you're coming here because I got the pan-seared corvina, which is a yam puree. It's got Shiraz braised pulled oxtail and crisp shallots. I felt like it was a little dry, but the flavors were there. It was very delicious, but overall, that shrimp curry just like blew it out of the park. Both were great dishes, so you can't go wrong either way, but the curry definitely comes out on top. And then moving on to desserts. Michael got the warm chocolate malva pudding, which is a decadent chocolate pudding, apricot jam, warm buttery cream sauce, and vanilla ice cream. And I grabbed the passion fruit layer cake, vanilla butter cake with passion fruit cremeux, white chocolate ganache, passion fruit glaze, strawberry hibiscus sauce. Both were gorgeous. Both were great. I usually am the chocolate person, but want to try something different since we were here. The passion fruit layer cake was smooth and creamy and had a great flavor, but that chocolate malva pudding was rich and dense and mixed really well with everything on the plate. Again, both great options, just depends if you want chocolate or not. And because my birthday was just a few days ago, they did bring me a special brownie with a little candle on top. And Ikatu, one of our servers, made us this cute little heart out of the towels, which was so sweet of them. Overall, this was a fabulous, fabulous dining experience. We were so excited that we get to go here twice on this cruise. So definitely make sure that you check it out, and we'll come back with a second review later on this cruise and tell you what we got on that night as well. Side note, make note if you did your prepaid gratuities or not. We did ours, but we also tipped on top of that because our servers were so excellent, and we just wanted to give them a little bit more since they were giving us outstanding service. So make a note if you're doing prepaid gratuities, great, but you can also bring a little bit of extra cash to tip them throughout your week as well. Once we left Pride Lands, we headed out, and you're going to hit the Grand Ballroom. There was actually a fun light show going on. Music was playing, they were jamming out, and Cruella DeVille was playing, and out of the very top, she popped out, did like a little 10-second hi, bye, turn around, left. And that was just a fun little thing to kind of end our night. Now, make note that on the Disney ships, they usually do a kiss goodnight. And the time can vary, so you're going to want to check and see when it's happening. One of the nights we waited at like midnight, they said it happened at 11. So just double check, make sure it's happening if that's something you want to stay up for, especially with the little ones. From here, we headed back to our room, and they had left us one of our cute little towel animals, a little penguin, snuggled up. They will leave you a different towel animal every night, which is awesome. Now, from here, I grabbed our water bottles and headed up to Mickey and Friends Festival of Food area because they have those soda islands. where you can get soda or water, and I filled our water bottles up for the night because they don't leave water in your room. You can always purchase one of the packs that Disney offers, but we would rather bring reusable waters for the whole trip. Overall, our first day on the Disney Destiny was amazing, and we can't wait to share day 2 with you. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you go hit that subscribe button down below so you can follow along with us on all of our upcoming posts and video. If you enjoyed Pride Lands, let us know what looks appetizing to you, if you are excited to go here, or if you're going to try to skip it when you're on your cruise. Otherwise, that's all we have for you tonight. We will see you next week with a brand new video. Have a magical week, you all. Bye!